Have you ever been involved in a relationship where eventually you felt regret? Well, there's a lot of things that I think you should not be doing when it comes to relationships, which I think are super, super serious to manage the right way. So let's say that there's this couple that have been in a relationship for a year. They have been enjoying their time being together and everything as such, but eventually they started losing feelings for each other. They started not enjoying their relationship anymore. But there was absolutely no communication between them expressing these feelings, but both sides were feeling this kind of, oh, they don't like this person anymore. Somehow their feelings just started to fade away or whatever it is. And normally, when things happen that way, even if it's not easy, you're going to plan on expressing these feelings to your partner. You're going to want to be honest, you're going to want to tell them how you feel. But this couple was not in a position where they were even thinking of expressing that to each other. They just started continuing this relationship for years and years and years until this kind of feeling started piling up. It piled up so much that they just couldn't do it anymore. But after 5 years, okay, 5 years, it could be less. But after 5 years is when they finally felt they had to say something. Do you hear what I'm saying? 5 years. Example. And then, yeah, they were able to end the relationship because both sides were not feeling it. They were not, the relationship was just not going to end up or work the way they maybe thought from the beginning. Do you understand that from this story, both sides forced themselves in this relationship just because they kind of felt they had to. They felt they had to stay with this other partner because it's been such a long time, or maybe they don't want to hurt their feelings. Just these what if, oh my gosh, no, overthinking everything, or I don't even know, but just not wanting to say anything because of factors or just whatever it is. But do you understand how bad this is? Do you understand how you cannot be doing this? Especially when we're talking about relationships. This applies to friendships too, but we're not going to talk about this right now. When you're in a relationship, you do not want to waste anybody's time, okay? You guys are both true people in this. And you have to be honest. This is what a relationship is about. It's about trust. It's about being honest. So you can't just, that other person actually likes you still, that, oh, you like them as well. No, you have to be true to yourself, true them, to everyone. That's what you owe them. That's the bare minimum. You can't be letting other people think that, oh, you like them, and they also think you like them. And then you force yourself into this relationship for a long, long time. And then after years and years and years of letting that other person think that, oh, they still like me, and then no, this is kind of mental. This is kind of insane. Do you understand that you cannot be playing with other people's feelings, whether they like you or not, long term? You have to be true, whether you're scared or blah, blah, blah. No, this is not a factor. You guys are both true people in this. You guys both have feelings, and I'm sure that that person would appreciate their time not being wasted, even if you think otherwise, or I don't even know. Do you understand that this is not healthy? This is not a good way to go about it. This is also going to interfere with your own personal mental health, everything that relates with that, because you don't like them. So then you're just in this kind of relationship just because. And you think that you can go through it, but then it's literally hurting you within your mental health, everything. This is not okay. This could become a sickness, to be quite honest, because this is not okay. This is not healthy. This is not healthy for the other individual. This is just no. This is how people regret, okay? When you're faking something, faking a relationship just because, when that will eventually end, you will regret not ending it sooner because you are wasting your time so much on putting energy towards someone you don't actually value, you don't want to be with long term. And then you just stay in that relationship just because, with no good intentions, without being authentic. And then when you are actually able to end it, you tell yourself this could have been time for you to work on yourself with your issues, with everything, finding a new partner. But no, instead you decide to waste your time and be with someone that you don't actually care for, that you've lost feelings for, that you're lying to. And you think that you will be happy with that even if you're able to end the relationship later on. No, you're probably gonna feel so regretful, and it's going to kill you within, truly, because you're going to be grieving through this moment of why the heck did you do this? Why on earth did you make that person think you actually liked them when you didn't? Why did you feel the need you had to stay into that relationship and not just tell them straight up you don't think this is going to work? But then you continue with months, years, and then when you're out of it, you're relieved, but then you think back of what you could have done differently. And that is such a bad feeling you don't want to deal with. You're literally torturing yourself in this kind of situation. You don't have to be in this situation. You can start being honest with yourself and being strong enough to tell your partner, oh, you don't think this is going to work. Oh, da da da. This is going to save their time and yours as well. But when you continue being in a relationship with no purpose, with nothing, you're torturing yourself for what? Honestly, this is just not something you should be doing for your own mental health, for the other person's mental health, for no regret in the future, and because regret is something that is just terrible and that you do not want to feel at all because it sticks with you potentially for the rest of your life. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe to join the community, and goodbye.